everyone, and welcome back to Jackie's Creative Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me today. Now you would have noticed that my last upload of a video was a new layout that I've been trialing. And so I decided after trialing it that I would upload it and see what comments I got. No one commented. I got lots of likes, but if you could look at the video from the very last video that I did, I would be really grateful for your feedback on which you prefer. You like me to talk, or whether you like the music in the background. So let me know. Let's get started. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card, and we're going to use a product that I've discovered lately that Stampin' Up use or have, and I've been using it a bit and I really like it. So I'm going to use it in this card to show you just the different effects you can get with it. What it is it's the glossy white cardstock. This is it here, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on screen very well, but it's a little bit like a photograph. It's really shiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I use it, and then you can have a wee think about what you think about it. This is the card we're going to make today. This can be used for thank you, a baby, anything you like. So let's get started. I'm going to start putting the measurements for the cards on the screen so that you can actually jot them down instead of me talking them to you, because a lot of people miss that and they have to keep rewinding back and forward. It's easier just to pause and write them off the screen. So we'll do that from now on. So you'll need a scrap piece of the glossy white cardstock. I'm using the new powder pink, and that's the powder pink cardstock and ink, and the Pool Party ink and the Pool Party cardstock. So we're going to also need a little bit of Whisper White, and then the Whisper White for the main card. So get those measurements off the screen now and jot them down. All right. First thing we're gonna do is, if we look at the card here, what I've done is I've embossed this back card, and that's what we'll need to do just now. So we'll get that out of the way. Just move those inks and bring in the big shot machine. Place that there. So what we're going to need is the folder that I'm using is this one here. It's the Gorgeous Honeycomb. So we'll pop that in there and close it up. Pop it underneath. Oh, I actually have to put, well, I'm sorry, I just whacked the camera. Put that through. And there we have it. So we'll just pop that out of the way now. Okay, so there that is. Put that aside now, and what we're going to do is we're going to be using our nice shiny glossy card now. So the stamp set that I'm using for this is one that's called Little One, and it's got the wee teepee in it and some words and patterns. We're also going to use the little crosses here. Now it's very popular lately, the little black crosses, on many things. I've seen it on ceramics, throws for the house, clothing and things like that. So we're going to use it on our card today. And first of all, we're going to need, because this is shiny glossy paper, we're going to need to use our ink pad, which is Stays On. And this is, if you are using Stays On, it stays on permanently to the card, and it means that you can move around. If you're wanting to add a little water or a little bit of moisture, you can move the colours around, and the ink that you have stamped with Stays On will stay in place and not run on your image. So we'll need that. Let's get that out and stamp that. Just ink that up there, and then we're just going to place it down and hold. And then release. Alright, and we're just going to let that have a little chance to quickly dry. Now I'm just going to show you something else that you can do with this amazing card. So I'm just going to grab it here. I've got a bit of a scrap piece, and I've been testing it here. What you can actually do is you can grab your ink pad and literally got this piece, make sure I've got this underneath. Literally just drag it across like that. Isn't that cool? And then if you just give it a couple of secs, just close that up, bring in another colour, and then go over that. Now isn't that cool? And you can do lots of different things with it. And then you can build up on that. You can do sand, waves, all different colour blues, which will give you gorgeous ocean look. So I'm going to do a little bit more with this over the coming weeks so that you can actually see different types of colouring techniques with that. If you want to get some of that gloss card, just contact me and I can get that sent out to you. Right, so what we're going to do is just move that over because that's very wet. Now I'm going to grab our stamp pads and we're going to colour onto this glossy card. Now I'm going to use my blender pen and take my ink that's on my stamp pad here. Just move this back in. And I'm just going to pick up, I'm going to do the green into the background. Now I don't know if you can see this, but it's slipping on this card because it's like colouring on top of a photograph. So you can imagine a glossy photograph and you're doing that, and it's really neat to move the ink around because it's a lot like watercolouring, and you can make things a little bit deeper and add a little bit more ink. Oops. So that's really, see how easy it is to colour. It's so much fun. And I'm going to add a little bit of green just onto those little circles. There we go. And I'm going to put a little bit of green just in here, and I'm just doing it really light so we get a different variation between the fold back of the tent and the tent floor. Right, so there we have it. Now with this blender pen you just clean it off, bring in your next colour. Next colour is pink. Let's put that together, throw that on there. Very easy to do. See how fast this is moving around. Just colour that in. Now your ink, because you use Stays On, isn't going to run into this pink colour. Okay, and that's the benefit of using the Stays On pad. And that's all available in my shop, online store, so you just need to look at the details at the end of this video and it will guide you to my online store for those that live here in New Zealand. And I'm actually going to make our little bunny pink. Very simple, just run it over. Right, that's it. Easy. So I'm really enjoying this gorgeous cardstock. Right, next thing you need to do is do a little bit of fussy cutting and cut your little image out. And it's really very simple to cut out. Isn't this a gorgeous stamp set? When I first saw it, it was one of the ones that I put on the very top of my wish list because I saw lots of potential in it, and it's a very modern design. It's very with and on trend. So there we go. So you get this lovely, gorgeous, shiny image, which is lovely. I'm just going to get rid of that because I keep leaning on it. Well, actually, I might fold it over. All right, let's bring it all in and put it together. We have our card. We've put our score line, which I will let you know what that all is. You then bring in your backing card, which we have embossed. We then need our pool party card and then our white cardstock. We just need to stamp onto this white cardstock. Just move everything out of the way. Bring in my stamp. This is the little crosses, and I just need the black ink for that. Okay, get your crosses up the right way, so just make sure you've got, there we go. And then I just stamp them here, there, and everywhere. Here we go. Simple as that. Next thing you want to do is bring in some ribbon. Now this is the gorgeous gingham ribbon that's available in our catalogue. It's in our annual catalogue, so you can find it in there. I'm just going to make sure I've got this up the right way. I'm just going to run my fast fuse right along the bottom, add that gingham ribbon and bring it round. Just do that, make sure it's not too tight. Just make sure we get that straight and in line. There we go. And then we will cut that off. The next thing we do is we put a little bit more fast fuse there and a little bit more on there. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop over some gorgeous pink, this is Blushing Bride twine, and we're just going to place that on, and we're going to run that just underneath that ribbon, and that's just going to give it a little bit of, well, it brings the pink through and it gives it a different texture to your card. Okay, so there you have that. All right, next thing you want to do is adhere that to your pool party. And we're just going to run this along here, and all you're doing is placing it in the center and to the edge. Okay, just like that. Run some adhesive onto the back of that, place that onto our embossed card. Simple as simple. Grab some dimensionals and pop them onto your little tent or teepee. Whoops. I'm using the our dimensionals that we've always had, which is they're a great size, but we've also just released the mini dimensionals, and I'm just going to grab one of those, which is just here, and as you can see they are tiny and they will fit perfectly just in the top. It's just got stuck to my finger. There we go, there. Let's take that off and pop this up on our card. Just like that. There we go. To finish it off, I'm going to thread through my ribbon. Just as easy as that. And we're just going to tie a little knot. Just there. Trim it up. There we go. Fast fuse onto the back. Now you can use snail, you don't have to use fast fuse. I just use it because I really like how strong it is, and I never have any problems with it. It's fantastic. So let's pop this onto here. There we have it. You can pop another card in here or stamp something from the set, the stamp set, into there. So there we have it today. That is our cards that we've put together. Thank you for joining me. Please comment below, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.